Hi. So today we're going to do an active reading assignment looking at author's purpose in an article about genes. So before we look at our active reading assignment article about genes, let's talk about author's purpose. What is purpose? Purpose is like the reason why you do something. So if you're eating, what's your purpose? Well, you're probably hungry. Why would you eat? Because you're probably hungry. What's your purpose? What reason? We're going to analyze the author's purpose. So when an author writes something, they make choices about text features to include, such as titles, or section heads, or key terms, or they include diagrams, or maybe they include captions. When you write, you have to plan. You don't just write without thinking, you have a plan. So when you read, you should think about what is the author's purpose? Why did the author choose this title, for example? So today, why does the author include text features in a science article? Our article is about genes. It's a science article. And as you read, you're going to ask yourself questions about what the author's purpose might be. So you're going to read text features. One kind of text feature you might read is a title. The title tells you what the author is writing about. So, for example, a question could be, why did the author include a title about genes? Or, why did the author use the word family in the title? Another kind of text feature is called a head. A head is very similar to a title, but it's only for a section. It's not for the whole article. It's just part of the article, just a section. A section is part. So it's like the title of just a section. Text is in the sections. A head tells you what the section is about. So this section is about genes. So a question could be like, why did the author use this section head about genes? Another kind of text feature is a key term. Authors include important words or key terms to help themselves accomplish their purpose. So this author, in this example here, has a key term called DNA. So a question could be, why did the author explain the key term DNA? Why is that important? And you find the answer by reading. Another kind of text feature is called a diagram. A diagram could be a picture, or it could be like a drawing like this one. This is a drawing of DNA. They are pictures of what the author describes in the text. So a question could be, why did the author include the diagram of DNA? Diagrams or pictures will usually include a caption. A caption is, this is the text. So this is what the author is writing about. And if you just read this, you'd understand it. But sometimes there are captions, and these little captions, they just explain the diagram, or the picture. I'll show you an example in our active reading assignment in a minute of a caption. So this caption here is, it tells us about the diagram. So why did the author choose a caption explaining that it has 4 letters, A, C, G, and T? That could be a kind of question you might ask for today's active reading. All right, so, okay, now I've moved to our active reading assignment. And so the instructions, as usual, for your active reading assignments are always right here. You should always read this. I'm not going to repeat it for you now. This active reading assignment, for this one here, you're going to take notes to generate self-questions and find answers. So you're looking at the text features like I was talking about, like title, head, caption, what else, diagram, or keyword. And those 5 things, you're going to ask some questions. Why did the author, what purpose is this? Why did the author choose this text feature? And also you're going to cite the page number where you generated the self-questions and the page number where you find the answer. So you ask a question about it, and then you write the page, and then you find the answer, and then you write the page that answer came from. Let's do a couple examples together. So here's your first page, and you can see we've got some text features already. You're going to find there's lots of text features. So asking questions, making these questions is going to be really simple. So here's a title. You got a title, Father of Genetics. Right there is a keyword, Gregory Mendel. That's a keyword. Here's a picture. You could ask a question about this picture, or you could ask a question about this caption. So here you have title. We could make a question about title. We could make a question about keyword. We could make a question about picture. You could make a question about this caption. So there are like 4 different possible questions you could ask. If you do like 2, maybe a couple per page, this is a little longer article, so probably about 2 per page, 2 or 3, and try to ask yourself some questions here, writing the page number, and then when you find the answer to the question, you write it there. So, for example, let's just start with the title. So you can see the title includes the word father. So maybe we should ask, why did the author use the word father in the title? And then you can see that's page 100. So let's try that. Just ask a question like this one. Why did the author use the word father in the title? Question mark. And then I better put in some quotation marks because father is the word that the author used, not me. So let's put father in quotation marks. Remember, when you use words that another person used, when you use the words that the author used, you have to remember to use the quotation marks. The quotation marks are for anything that somebody else said that's not your words. So here you go. Why did the author use the word father in the title? That was page number 100. And then I'm not going to do the answer. I'm just going to show you how to make these questions. Your job is to go in and then read it and then find out the answer. Why? So why is father in the title? Well, there's an answer to that. And if you read it, you'll find the answer. How about this picture? Why don't we include a question about this picture here? So let's imagine you didn't read anything yet. When you read it, you'll find out that Gregory Mendel is the name of this man. But before you read it, you could ask yourself this question. Why did the author include a picture of this man? So we could do that. Why did the author include a picture of a man? Question mark. That'll work. That's fine. That was page 100. And then you've got to go and read it, and you find out, why is that guy's picture there? What makes him important? So there you go. There's a couple of examples. You could maybe do one more on this page, like with the keyword or with this caption here. I'll give you one more. This is this is maybe here. There's this title. You could maybe use that for a question. But look at this. There's all kinds of stuff here. I mean, you got a diagram. You've got a caption here. You've got a title, a head. You got 2 heads. And look at all these keywords. There's tons of keywords here. So, I mean, just on this page, we could find all kinds of different questions you could ask. But try to do like 2 or 3 each page if you can, so that you're asking questions throughout the document. Remember, this is an active reading assignment. That means you are taking notes at the same time you're reading. So how about this? Let's talk. How about this caption? That's an easy one. Let's see. The genetic code has only 4 letters, A, C, G, T. Well, let's say I haven't read it yet. Let's ask a question about A, C, G, T. Okay? So let's see. Why did the author... Oh, what's the page? What's the page? Page 102. Okay. Let's see. A, C, G, T, page 102. How about this question? Why did the author use the words, should be letters, A, C, G, T, question mark. All right, and that was page 102. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget to include the words in the caption or in the head or in the title or in the diagram. Let's use those words. So here we go. In the caption. All right, so there we go. There's an example for you, and that was page 102. And you're going to do similar things today, looking at the text features, looking at the heads, the keywords, the titles, the diagrams, the captions, and then trying to make questions like this, these self-questions here, putting in the page number, reading it and finding out the answer yourself, writing the answer here, putting the answer. Usually the page is probably going to be the same for question and answer, right? But you never know. You might find the answer on a different page. So that's it. I will be in the Google Meet to help anybody who needs help. So please don't be shy. If you watch this video and you have questions, then please check in with me and I will help you get your work, not only get your work done, but get a great score on it. All right. Have a great day.